Welcome to 100 Facts with Nature Plus. Today's featured animals are orcas, also known as killer whales. Get ready to explore the wild world of these incredible creatures. Let's dive in. Biology and physical features. Orcas aren't actually whales. They're the largest members of the dolphin family. Males can grow up to 32 feet long. Females are smaller, usually around 25 feet. They can weigh as much as 12,000 pounds. Their black and white coloring helps them blend into the ocean, camouflage from both above and below. Their dorsal fin is massive, up to 6 feet tall in males. In captivity, it often flops over. That rarely happens in the wild. Orcas have powerful jaws lined with up to 56 interlocking teeth. Each tooth can be as long as 4 inches. They don't chew their food. They grab, tear, and swallow. They're incredibly fast swimmers, reaching speeds over 35 miles per hour. They can hold their breath for up to 15 minutes. A thick layer of blubber keeps them insulated in freezing cold waters. Habitat and range. Orcas live in every ocean on Earth. They're most common in cold water regions like the Arctic and Antarctic. Some populations stick close to the coast. Others roam the deep ocean. They've even been spotted in warm, tropical seas. They can travel more than 100 miles in a single day. Some migrate with the seasons. Others stay in the same region year-round. Each orca population has its own territory and travel patterns. Intelligence and communication. Orcas are among the most intelligent animals in the world. They have the second largest brains of all marine mammals. They use echolocation to find food and navigate, sending out sound waves and listening for the echo. They also communicate using a mix of clicks, whistles, and pulse calls. Each pod has its own dialect, a unique set of sounds they use only with each other. Some pods even have their own culture, passed down from generation to generation. They're known to learn, teach, solve problems, and even play just for fun. Diet and hunting. Orcas are apex predators. They have no natural enemies. Some specialize in fish. Others target seals, sea lions, or even whales. Some pods go after sharks and stingrays. They often hunt together using teamwork and strategy. They'll herd schools of fish into tight balls to trap them. They slap their tails to stun prey or drive them toward waiting pod members. In some parts of the world, orcas beach themselves briefly to catch seals on shore. They've even been seen hunting young blue whales. Social life in pods. Orcas live in close-knit family groups called pods. Each pod is led by the oldest female, a matriarch. Families stay together for life. Males often remain with their mothers for their entire lives. Pods can have 5 to 30 individuals. Several pods may join together to form a clan, sharing social ties and vocal patterns. They bond by rubbing against each other, swimming in sync, and playing together. They hunt, rest, and travel as a unit. Reproduction and lifespan. Orca mothers give birth every few years. Pregnancy lasts about 17 months. Newborn calves are around 8 feet long at birth. They nurse for up to 2 years and stay close to their mothers for many more. Female orcas can live up to 90 years. Males tend to live around 50 to 60. Orcas are one of the few animals that go through menopause. Older females often take on leadership roles, guiding the pod and helping raise the young. Behaviors and play. Orcas are expressive and full of personality. They leap out of the water in a behavior called breaching. They spy hop by lifting their heads vertically to look around above the surface. They slap the water with their tails or pectoral fins, sometimes to communicate, sometimes for play. They're known to surf in waves or boat wakes, just for fun. Some mimic other animals or even human sounds. They've been observed using tools like tossing fish to attract birds. Orcas also grieve, showing signs of loss when a pod member dies. They show empathy, play games, and actively teach their young. Global populations and unique cultures. Orcas around the world live very different lives. Resident orcas in the Pacific Northwest eat mostly salmon. Transient orcas hunt seals, dolphins, and whales, and they roam widely. Offshore orcas stay in deeper water and feed on sharks. In Norway, orcas follow migrating herring. In Argentina, they launch themselves onto beaches to snatch seals. In New Zealand, orcas specialize in stingrays. In Antarctica, some hunt penguins while others target seals and whales. Type D orcas are rarely seen and remain a mystery. Different in appearance and behavior from other types. Threats and conservation. Despite their power, orcas face serious threats. Pollution in the ocean contaminates their food. Toxins, like how PCBs build up in their blubber and affect their health. Overfishing reduces the prey available to them. Climate change is shifting ecosystems and sea ice, especially for Arctic populations. Noise from ships interferes with their echolocation and communication. Oil spills can be catastrophic, especially for coastal pods. Whale watching can disturb orcas if not done responsibly. Some have even died after swallowing plastic and other trash. In captivity, orcas often suffer from stress and live shorter lives. Human connection and culture. Humans once feared orcas. Now we're fascinated by them. The name killer whale comes from early sailors who called them whale killers. Many indigenous cultures have honored orcas for centuries. They appear in stories, art, and traditions, symbols of strength, family, and protection. Orcas have starred in films like Free Willy and Blackfish. Blackfish revealed the harsh realities of keeping orcas in captivity. Since then, SeaWorld has ended its breeding program. Now, ocean sanctuaries are being created to provide retired captive orcas with more natural homes. Final thoughts. Orcas inspire awe across the world. They are powerful, intelligent, and deeply social. They live in complex families, speak unique languages, and adapt in extraordinary ways. They are among the most fascinating creatures on Earth. Thanks for joining us for 100 Facts with Nature Plus. We hope you've gained a new appreciation for the powerful, intelligent, and diverse world of orcas. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, stay Nature Plus.